listen, if you have not subscribed.
I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk that Matt has made a point.
Everybody, welcome. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed. And we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious, hot, sunny downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. Streaming at WMNHradio.org and on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And of course, you can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options. Social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. And of course, hello to our friends at Raw Talk Online and Tomorrow Radio. And it is Friday, August 6, 2021. And I'm not alone, my friends.
If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for Louisiana man. So rosin up that bowl for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band.
Yeehaw, there he is, Texas Mike.
Yeehaw.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good, good. You seem very mellow today. You seem very chill.
Yeah. Rough day at work.
Rough day at work. I'll tell you what, though, personally, I'm a little bit relieved when you're mellow and chill because that way there's less chance of me saying something that might upset you and you pulling out your branding iron, Texas Mike.
Absolutely.
You know I fear the branding iron. Rough day at work. What happened at work?
I have a dishwasher failed. Was on vacation, so usually on Friday it's 2 of us, so it was only me, and I had to get a ton of prep done. I got it all done. It was just...
Of course you did. You're a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have our first call of the day. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, it's Eazy-G.
Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon. I'm glad you're calling because this is a fantastic opportunity, Eric, and maybe this is maybe this is why you're calling. We can finally clear the air because I know that you and Texas Mike had a little bit of a problem.
Sorry. I'll say it again. I'm sorry, Mike.
All right, do you accept Eazy-G's apology, Texas Mike?
Are you trying to put words in my mouth right now?
Oh, I think he's trying to apologize. Do you accept his apology?
All right. Wait, hey, I got some breaking news.
Well, wait, no. You don't accept Eazy-G's apology, Texas Mike?
I didn't even hear him say it. Sorry.
Oh. Well, now you're apologizing to him. That's not how this is supposed to work. All right, go ahead, Eazy-G. Go ahead and apologize. Please make it sincere so we can put this all behind us.
I'm sorry, Texas Mike.
Do you accept his apology, Mikey?
I'm trying to figure out why he's apologizing to me.
Oh, right. Remember, you got upset with him. You threatened to brand him because of him tagging you in Facebook posts that you don't want to be tagged in. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Whoa, good, Easy.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's a big relief. I'll tell you what. I was afraid we were going to have to book a cage match.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I got some breaking news.
Breaking news? Well, hold on. Hold on, Eazy-G. I wasn't expecting breaking news. Of course, I suppose one never expects breaking news, and that's part of what makes it breaking. Okay, here we go. I got the. Oh, actually, hang on. I've almost got it ready. I need to be better prepared for the breaking news. Not that you can prepare.
First day in the studio.
Here we go.
Me being a gullible guy that I am, Amanda and Tom posted on Facebook that it's wedding season.
It is. So
So I posted it back that I got to get married. She says no, she's going to her cousin's wedding.
Oh.
They were all dressed up. You know, Tom had a tie and suit on, and Amanda had a nice dress. And they were going in their car. You know.
So what? It was like an April Fool's prank?
Oh, I guess I read it wrong. A friend of mine says, Eric, they're not getting married. I said, oh yeah, no, it was almost breaking news.
What would you do if it was announced that they were getting married? Would you be like
they
Dustin?
Get married on the show.
Would you be
on
like
Tuesday.
you wouldn't be like Dustin Hoffman's character in The
Wouldn't
Graduate?
that be great? They could get married on your show on Tuesday. We'll recommend that.
That would be even bigger, actually, than
because you know who's
Tiny
around the
Tim
corner, Karen
on the Tonight Show.
Robideau. She can do that stuff.
Well, so can Jenny. Jenny also can marry people.
Oh yeah, that'd be even better. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's even better.
That would be even better. Wow. All right. Well, see if you can make that happen. But wouldn't that be awkward for you? Because we all know Amanda owns your heart. Yes, yes. I mean, I've noticed the way, like when you talk about Tom, the way you say his name, you kind of pronounce it Tom. You know, you'll be like, yeah, Amanda McCarthy and Tom are going to be here on August 10th.
Yeah, I told my friend they're probably going to get married someday.
You think they will?
I see the future.
You've seen what are you, psychic now? I thought you didn't. Really? I thought you didn't believe in that.
But a friend of mine, she don't believe in marriage. She says, I'm going to stay single forever. I said, all right.
Mm-hmm. How about you there, Texas Mike? You ever been married?
Nope.
Do you plan to be? You've got a gal, as Eazy-G said the other day.
Yes, I do.
You gonna propose to her live here on the show today? That'd be great.
not today, but
I could use the ratings. I'm not gonna lie. It's Sweeps Weeks is coming up. I think.
Hey, speaking of Karen Robideau, they read their vows over again. Scumpy and his wife on the show a couple of years ago. Renewed their vows.
Oh, right, yes. I received a message from Scumpy recently. He said he missed me.
Yeah, when I see Peter on the show Monday, I'm going to recommend that he plays that again. That would be great. That would be a good replay for the couple of years ago. Because Scumpy hasn't been on the radio in a long time. Yeah,
I haven't seen Scumpy in quite a long time.
I know he's busy, so.
Yes, I think he's got some.
I think he does his job like starting 3 a.m. He delivers a lot of meat.
Well, also too, I think he's got a new acting gig coming up. I think there's a movie he's going to be in. Yeah. He's been very busy.
Oh, wow.
Very busy man. He's in
I
demand.
know he used to do that band, and boy, did they corrupt Texas Mike. Remember that? That, Matt?
Oh, I remember that vividly. That was Texas Mike's scandal. Yes.
Yeah, they don't do that band anymore. They broke up, I guess.
DEF CON, yes.
I think one of the relatives was sick, I guess.
Oh, well, then
they had a good run. Then
they had no choice but to break up, obviously.
Yeah, that was funny, but corrupted Texas Mike.
I remember that. Scumpy took Texas Mike for a walk on the dark side there.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, he definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny when he said that, so you can show up, anybody can be there. But he didn't realize that he should have said that.
Yeah, apparently. And then he told Texas Mike to lie to the owner of the place or whatever, and boy, that caused. You probably still feel pangs of guilt over that whole thing, Texas Mike.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Pangs of guilt.
So anyway, speaking of Amanda and Tom, they will be live in the studio. I can't recommend to all the listeners to be listening at 4:00 this coming Tuesday.
You can. You mean? You sounded like you said you can't recommend. You can.
And
you can recommend.
If you can make it Texas Mike, and if Jenny's listening, come on in. I know I can't write the world, but 2 people I think can fit in the studio.
I only have date night that night.
All right. Well, if Jenny's listening, come on in. I don't know if you've ever met Amanda McCarthy.
Who?
Jenny.
Oh,
your other half.
Jenny, I don't think. Yeah, she won't be able to. That's next week. Yeah, she probably won't be on with me next week. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's up. It's just there's a lot happening next week.
There's an invitation out there, so if she's available, come on in. If she's not, well, then obviously she can't.
We'll have a very big show on Tuesday the 10th. The first half, we're going to have Amanda McCarthy and Tom. And the second half, we're going to have our friend Mike Sutterth for Tweakonomics. And, of course, whoever wants to stay from the first hour is welcome to stay. And,
right.
It'll be a
I don't
big
think
show.
he's ever met Amanda or Tom, so that'll be fun for him.
Right. Wow. I'll
But then
tell you
again,
what.
who knows? They're in the music world, so they might have met before.
They might have. They're in the world of entertainment, as are you, Eazy-G.
She knows a lot of artists. Oh, yeah, by the way, I subscribed to a couple YouTube today. Matthew Kelly was a Catholic preacher, and I to Darcy Lynn, the American Got Talent lady. I saw Amanda McCarthy, April Cushman, and Katie Dobbins.
Very nice. Hey, you should.
It's fairly easy.
Crazy Joe has a YouTube account. You should subscribe to.
Yeah, I think I'll stay away from him.
Notification every time he comes up.
No, he hasn't get kicked off YouTube yet.
No, it's coming.
I thought he did a while back.
I thought he did too. Apparently, he has more than one YouTube channel.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wouldn't be a Matt Connarton Unleashed show. I'm bringing up Crazy Joe.
That's right.
And Matt
All right,
doesn't
well,
want to admit it because I don't think
hang
Matt
up
is
now
being a
and
man right now.
For the rest of the show, you guys have a great weekend.
All right,
Bye-bye.
thanks, Eric. Bye-bye. All right, Eazy-G Eric Gagnon, our intrepid entertainment reporter. So you have Texas Mike at your job. So you have there's another dishwasher, but the other one is on vacation.
So there's three dishwashers at my job right now. Myself and then two high school kids. One usually covers for me on Wednesday and works the weekend.
Yeah.
And then the other one usually helps me on Friday, and then does one the weekend days. And he's on vacation until the 12th. So doing a Friday by myself, I haven't done a Friday by myself in a couple months. So it's like trying to do all my prep and whatnot, and it's like, yeah. So with him being on vacation, I get to work tomorrow.
Now, how is the staffing there? Because I talk to a lot of people who work in restaurants who tell me that nobody can find enough help right now.
We are still hiring. Because it's like, because once and this month comes, I'm losing 2 of my days for school, and then the other two dishwashers are only gonna work weekends. So it's like, every restaurant needs help. So,
you ever see anybody walk out in the middle of a shift?
I've had 2 people do that on the first day.
No kidding. Were they dishwashers?
Yes, and I was trying to. Yeah,
because not to disparage anybody, but everybody who works in restaurants tells me this, that it's the dishwashers are the ones who will just walk out, and the move is they'll say, "Hey, I'm going to step outside for a cigarette," and then they just go for their and then they never come back, and you just never see them again.
Yeah. That's one story I've had to deal with personally.
Yeah.
First day training, and then other one went to lunch, and he had a BLT, which has mayo on it usually.
Yes.
He's allergic to mayo. He didn't tell us, so he went home and then decided to come back right at the end of the shift, and our owner was there. Like, you haven't been here in a while. It's like he. I love the staff I work with over at Frank Wars. We're a great big family.
Well, that's good. That's good. We have another call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
It's Eazy-G calling back. I had to call back because unfortunately, I had 2 dishwashing jobs over the years, and I both got fired from it. The problem is that you have to be really fast, like Texas Mike, and I was never fast because I had that nursing home job a couple of years ago, if you remember.
Oh, the one
I hit that old lady with a cart.
Yes, and she died, but they didn't charge you because it was an accident.
They fired my butt the next day. I was like 2 hours behind. All the dishes had to be done by 2 o'clock, and it was 4 o'clock, and I was still there. And my boss was Stephen mad. I just couldn't keep up. It's so many dishes.
Yes.
I was buried in dishes. So the next day I came by. I knew I was going to get probably canned because that lady complained, obviously. And then I was at Belmont Hall many years ago, and the lady said, "You're out of here." And I was only there like 2 hours. She goes, "Here's $15. Hit the road."
Wow, that bad, huh?
So I was mad for them for many years, but I've gone back to it now.
See, have you ever seen the video
I've
for?
been here for 30 years. You're not fast enough. I think I broke it. I broke one of the glasses.
Oh,
so she
yeah.
was steaming mad.
That's not
But,
good.
yeah, it's one of the best stories ever because I saved that. I used that $10 for a Shelley haircut way back in the day, and then I saved that $5 for like a month, and I bought Man McCarthy's The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, her first CD.
Yeah.
I still get it. So.
Oh.
So good money for that $15.
Well, that's good. Yeah. So, it wasn't a complete
That was
waste
my
of time.
shortest job. That was my shortest job ever. About 2 hours, and the lady said, "You're out of here."
Oh, wow. Is
I
that
wasn't gonna accept the job. Wasn't gonna accept the money, but she said you have to. So I took the money and I ran out the door.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Eric. When you got fired from that job, did it sound something like this? Hang on. Here it is.
Hey, you! I told you before. I'm paying you to wash dishes, not to listen to that rock and roll. I got a whole restaurant full of people out there. You're moving in 2 speeds, slow and stop. You either get your butt in gear or you're out of here. Get it? Move!
Is that what it sounded like? And then Poison started playing on the
my
radio?
boss was so angry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people I work with, they were really fast. And this older lady must have been like 60, and she could zip, and I get it all done.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. As Mike knows, you got to be fast.
That's right.
And once you get buried in the dishes, there's no coming back.
Is that true, Texas Mike? Once you get buried, there's no coming back?
You just have to keep working at it and try to reduce.
Right, I'm just not fast enough. And then he was mad because I kind of lied and I said when I got there I said I can't peel potatoes because it makes my hands break out. He goes, "Oh man, you're supposed to do that every day." So he was mad from day one.
What? Something about potatoes?
He was mad
what?
from day one because I couldn't peel potatoes.
Oh, because
it's something I have to do every day.
Why couldn't you peel the potatoes?
Because when I do, my hands break out.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
sorry
that
sorry
was
to hear
starting off on
that.
the wrong foot.
Apparently.
Well,
And
Daryl blames himself that I got fired, but I said, "Daryl, it's not your job because you let me off the last day. I was there." I said, "Daryl, it wasn't your fault." I said, "It was my fault. I was too slow, and I hit that lady with a cart because I was hurrying up because I had to be in a Monarchs game like at 5 o'clock. And
yeah,
oh my God, what a
yeah.
disaster.
You hit the lady with the cart, and then her, her bones just kind of shattered, and she died.
Yeah.
You killed a woman.
So let that be a lesson to all your listeners.
You're a
if you're
murderer.
really slow, don't apply for a dishwashing job. 'Cause
Right.
You got to be quick, like Texas Mike.
The more you know. Well, this is a great public service announcement for people. If you're not
Well, you think
quick,
I learned the first time I got fired? So what was I thinking? Getting another dishwashing job. So.
yeah. So you,
Oh boy.
yeah. Well, if first you don't succeed, try again, I guess. And you did, and you failed.
Yeah.
You failed
No more
twice.
dishwashing jobs.
No more
All right,
dishwashing jobs.
That's my tip of the day. Bye-bye.
All right, Eric. Bye-bye. All right. Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon. By the way, if you've never seen the video for Nothing But a Good Time by Poison, it opens with the dishwasher being yelled at. But at the end of the video, Poison got him through it. At the end of the video, the dishes are all done, and his boss is speechless. He doesn't know what to do. Have you ever seen the video, Texas Mike? Do you know what song Poison plays in that video? I mean, in the on the radio in the background. The video is for Nothing But a Good Time, but they're also on the radio in the background at the beginning.
I have not seen that video.
They play their cover of Rock and Roll All Night by
Kiss.
Thank you. Yes. There you go. Well, that opens up a line for you. 603-250-6007 is the number. 603-250-6007. You can also text us at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. I'm waiting to see if I hear back from a certain someone. But the best thing to do, of course, is give us a call at 603-250-6007. You can also interact and opine in the Facebook live chat, and we will say hello to everyone in there in just a moment. But I do want to remind you that we are proudly sponsored by the Hop Knot. Such a beautiful day out. You should head over there. The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan at 1000 Elm Street, right across the street. They have delicious gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. And it's Friday, which means tonight from 7 to 9 p.m., Mr. Grant Lampton will be performing live at the Hop Knot. Of course, we see Grant in his normal identity every Tuesday for his Tweakonomics segment in the second hour of this program. But tonight he will be playing live at the Hop Knot from 7 to 9 p.m.
And he's doing a doubleheader tonight.
He is?
Yeah, he's playing at the 603 Bar and Grill from 5 to 7.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Boy, why aren't you our entertainment reporter? I'll tell you. Sorry, Eazy-G. I was just thinking out loud there. It does seem like Texas Mike. He's in the know. He knows what's going on. But anyway, so we are so honored and proud to have the Hop Knot as a sponsor. Great food, great service, and a wonderful family that owns and operates it. So please stop by. Also, too, speaking of entertainment, Christian Lacoste, also known as DJ Reckless, is going to be performing tomorrow night at Central Ale House right here in Manchester. He sent me the flyer. It's open format, so top 40 hip-hop, house, EDM, and more. So that will be tomorrow night at the Central Ale House, which starts at 9 p.m., free admission all night. So make sure you swing on by. You ever go there, Texas Mike, the Central Ale House?
I've been a couple of times.
Excellent. Have you been there for DJ Reckless? Maybe that's a good place to bring your date when you go on a date with your lady.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Let's see. And I also want to remind you, too, coming up after this show tonight here at WMNH, Rob Azevedo is back. He was off for a couple of weeks. He will be live with Granite State of Mind at 6 p.m. immediately following this show. And then tonight at 7:30, of course, it's time for Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C. And I have the honor and privilege of being Paul's co-host on that show, along with our friend Dan Randlett. And sometimes DJ Steve from the old Happy Wheels sits in with us as well. And the subject on the show tonight is Frank Zappa. So you a big fan of Frank Zappa there, Texas Mike? You ever listen to some Frank Zappa back in Texas?
No, I have not. I'll probably try to tune in tonight. Don't know what my plans are for tonight. Still up in the air, so we'll see.
Very good, very good. Let's say hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat. Rocky Huber joins us and says, hey, everybody, hope you all are having a good day. Jenny is in the chat room and says, shalom. Melanie La Liberty joins us and says, meh. She's in the great state of Vermont. Mike Pelopita is a top fan and says, good afternoon, everybody. Mike, of course, from another one of our amazing sponsors here at WMNH 95.3 FM, Queen City Cabinetry in the historic Sunbeam Mall. And let's see, Mike says, I'm having an awesome day. That's good. Miriam Banish is a top fan and says, hi there. Hello, Miriam. Wayne Noel is a top fan all the way from Michigan and joins us. Shannon McGuire is in the chat, says, good afternoon, listening while walking my pooch. I see, Mikey, I see you're in the chat room asking Rocky if he has seen Gonzo. Gonzo often shows up late. Gonzo is supposed to be stopping in, but he's not usually here at the beginning of the show. You ever notice that?
Yeah, he usually pops in like right down the middle.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll see. Dirk Dawn of Arrogant Media is in the Facebook live chat. Dirk says, Old Texas Mike popped into the chat of my Plastered Paladins stream last night. Very good, very good.
Yep.
Excellent. Yeah, please support Dirk and Arrogant Media. Their YouTube channel, I think, has a couple thousand subscribers now. They're doing phenomenally well. Did you enjoy what was the show about?
I just popped in for like a second.
Oh, okay. Now, did you, now, of course, if you pop into one of Crazy Joe's streams, he expects you to say goodbye before you leave. Did you, when you pop in on Dirk's stream, do you say goodbye or do you just bail?
I just bail. I'm sorry, Dirk.
Well, I think Dirk is okay with that probably. But if it was Crazy Joe, you'd have to, announce that you're leaving before you leave. I think Mike Pelopita says maybe Gonzo's not here because the lava lamp isn't turned on. Yeah, Jenny noticed that the other day, too. I don't even notice it anymore. We'll turn it on tonight for Retro Spectrum Radio, I'm sure. It fits the vibe of the show. Let's see. Just want to make sure we don't miss anybody in here. Shannon McGuire says, the day Amanda McCarthy gets married, Easy will have Sound of Silence on continuous play. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That will be a tough day. You know he loves her. And he is responsible, I would say, for all of her success. Do you agree?
Yes.
You sound a little tentative on that. That's okay. Melanie says, I'm assuming he picked up the cart and hit her with it in a rage of fury. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? What do you think? Do you think he intended to kill the old woman with his cart, or was it an accident?
I think it was an dishwashers always have accidents.
I don't know, because I saw something about it on Dateline NBC when it happened, and it sounded like there was a little something else going on there. But Miriam says, I like Frank Zappa. Excellent. Well, hopefully you'll be tuned in tonight. Rocky Uber says, hey, Mikey, say hi to your coworker Crystal for me. You have a coworker named Crystal?
I think he was talking to Mike Palpita.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike Palpita at Queen City Cabinetry. Gotcha. Dirk Don says, you missed out, Mikey. We were ranking cartoon women based on how hot they are. Lola Bunny was definitely high up there. Do you like the Lola Bunny there, Texas Mike?
Yep, always in Space Jam.
Mm-hmm. There you go. You ever you watch you hang out like alone at night, watch Space Jam when you got nothing else to do? Check out the Lola Bunny. Yeah, you don't have to answer that. All right. Let me give the number again, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007, if you would like to give us a call. There is news. So yesterday on the show, Jenny and I were discussing Governor Andrew Cuomo and the pickle that he is in, and there is additional news. The news just continues to get worse and worse for Governor Andrew Cuomo. He's in a position now because of what happened today. He actually could be fired. He actually could be. See, I'm thinking about Eazy-G now because Eazy-G's been fired from, I think, 36 different jobs. Governor Andrew Cuomo could actually be arrested in theory. Now, I'm not saying I think it's going to happen, but it could with this new set of circumstances that has come to light. NBC News reporting, former executive assistant files criminal complaint against Andrew Cuomo. Now, criminal complaint, those are the key words. The staffer told investigators that Cuomo reached under her blouse and groped her, a charge he denies. It says here, again, this is from NBC, a former executive assistant to Andrew Cuomo who previously alleged he reached under her blouse and groped her has filed a criminal complaint against the embattled New York governor. The woman, identified as executive assistant number 1 in State Attorney General Letitia James's blistering report that alleged multiple instances of sexual harassment by the three-term Democratic governor, filed the complaint Thursday with the Albany County Sheriff's Office. A spokesperson for the sheriff told NBC News the content of the complaint was not made public, and that's because it's a criminal complaint. Cuomo has not been charged with any crimes. The November 2020 incident, which the James report said took place at the governor's mansion in Albany, was previously being probed by the Albany County District Attorney. Cuomo has denied the incident happened and vehemently insisted he did nothing wrong, disputing all the allegations in the report. Cuomo spokesman Rich Azzopardi pointed to a document the governor's office released refuting the James report, which called the assistant's account inconceivable. It goes on from there, but I'm kind of going to skip down here. So Albany County District Attorney David Sora's office has been investigating the claims others, but told NBC News' Lester Holt on Tuesday they'd temporarily suspended their probe while James conducted her investigation. Because there's multiple probes going on here, several different, I think 4 different district attorneys in the state of New York, et cetera. But the point is, and there's a little bit more to the story, but the larger point is, this is how serious it's getting. Governor Andrew Cuomo of the state of New York, in theory, could be arrested. We have been joined by another individual here in the studio. Wow.
Wolfpack is back, cause I'm master rushing. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy, see the rings like the street. If you don't know, you better find out the wolf pack. Here to prove a point, number one, best believe that you don't want to tussle with them. I'll be there for them, come in the ring with them, you're never walking out again. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack.
Don't turn your back on the wolf pack.
That's right. I went red.
You're so okay.
I'm like Sting when he befooled Hollywood.
So now you've gone from the NWO to NWO Wolfpack.
Wolfpack, yeah.
So-
Nash got me in.
Wow. No, so does that mean you're not a bad guy anymore, or you're kind of a bad guy? You're a tweener? What?
I'm still bad, but I'm a good bad guy.
Right. You're
Yeah.
not as bad as the bad guys in the regular NWO.
You got it.
Wow.
I'm like someone you can root for, basically.
Right.
You like that, Mike? You like that song?
Yes.
Good song. Rich as a Party? That's his name?
I probably didn't pronounce it correctly.
So Rich is like the other name for Rich, and then as a party?
As a party.
What a party that is.
I know, right?
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
If I was named, if my parents named me Dick, I would go for Rich as well. My last name was As a Party. I would call it As a Party as well. Like,
yes.
so when you put it together, it's not appropriate.
Right.
That's his name, though.
I know.
Wow.
That's right.
Don't turn your back.
Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack.
Too sweet.
Now, is this really a good move for you, though? Because from what I recall, the Wolfpack was kind of short-lived.
It was, but I got Sting.
Uh-huh.
I got Nash.
Yeah. You got Conan.
Conan, Body.
Yep.
We Rowdy.
He was great. Loved him.
He could pump up a crowd. And Razor went?
No, Razor wasn't Wolfpack, was he?
Macho Man was.
Yeah. And Luger, Lex Luger.
That's all you need. I mean, what a great idea they had.
Yeah.
Talk about marketing. And then they came out with NWO versus WCW video games. Like, what a great concept.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got it. I thought Hogan was going to go red, but nah.
No, he had to stay with the classic, the black and white.
Yeah. But
But then they ended up, there was all this, I remember there was all this tension between the NWO and the NWO Wolfpack.
I was there, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike didn't want to get involved. Texas Mike didn't want to get involved with the old, New World Order, shenanigans, as they called it, behind the scenes.
Right.
He just wanted to stay, legit. And good for him because he retained his, what would you call it?
His,
pristine.
His legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
I sold out for the money.
That's right.
What do you think, Mike? You like the Wolfpack move?
Yes, I do.
All right, good. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm just concerned it's not going to last. I don't know.
Well, if it does, it does. I mean, I live for today.
That's
Everyone
right.
knows that.
That's right. I remember when right before the NWO and the NWO Wolfpack started feuding, there was all this tension, and I remember the Giant was in Wolfpack.
Yes, he was.
And Paul White, and I remember Hulk Hogan.
Not Giant Gonzalez.
Right? No, not that guy.
Yeah.
No, Paul White, and I remember the Giant going. I remember Hogan going up to the Giant and trying to smooth over all the tension between the two groups, and he's like, "Listen, we're gonna sit down and talk later, brother. The Pepsi deal just went through."
He's like,
just like
in the Giant's like, no.
yeah. Those were great times. Did you bring sometimes you bring art with you? I didn't notice when you walked in if you brought it.
I mean, I brought.
Oh, you just brought a bag of sorts. What's in the bag?
Oh God! Remember last time we played that game? You got suspended for a day, so we don't need to play that game. And it was a Friday. I think it was the same day as today. It was 2 years ago today, when Mr. Wilcox came in with his bag of gun oil or something like that.
No, that was not 2 years ago. That was
last year.
That was like less than a year ago, I think.
I tried to put it behind me.
Now, so I have a question. So yesterday, Ryan Gorman called the show from New York. Are you going to be joining him in New York City for some of this art and hanging out with all these hip hop artists?
First of all, I'm so proud of Ryan. Like,
yes,
good job, bro. Like, talk about fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? Like, good job. He's a PR specialist, and he quit art. He's doing all Wilcox from now on, he says. and I was so mad at him because he's really good at doing large scale paintings. To be honest,
Yeah.
he did the Bernie Sanders. Like he has the hookups. He has the brass. You know what I mean? He's got it.
Yeah.
He just didn't believe in himself, and I'm so happy to hear him doing it again. And he's gonna crush it.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I have too many inhibiting factors to just pick up and go to New York. As much as I'd love to,
Yeah.
getting to the radio station is hard enough as it is. And that's like 7 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah. Understood.
But what a time that would be. Like the people, like Mr. At, like Jesse, he's on that cooking show with some legends, man. Like,
oh yeah, what's the name? Because the phone connection wasn't great. Do you remember the name of the cooking show that they're doing together?
Yeah, it's like eating the food or something. I have to look it up again. But it is cool.
It's called eating. I just looked it up. It's called Eating the Food.
No, it's
Yes.
not that. It's not. And hopefully Ryan's busy making a mural or sleeping with someone, so he's not paying attention to this segment right now.
Right.
He'd be mad at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, cooking the chow or something like that. Like, no, it is the chow, right, Mikey, hook it up. He's on it.
He's the best newsman in the business, Texas Mike.
Yeah, I didn't have a shirt, so he grabbed Mikey Martineau grabbed a women's Central softball shirt from me, and I appreciate that, Mike.
Oh,
I wear it well. But I'll tell you what though, Gorman has. He's a fly by the seat of his pants kind of guy.
Yes.
So one day he's making a hockey movie. And one day he's hanging out with, Slick Rick. You know what I mean? Legit. And that's a testament to him, though, because he makes relationships that last. Like, a lot of people make friends, and people write you off afterwards, and, like, you just don't connect. But when Gorman makes a friend, no matter what, he's so lovable that you just want to come back. So, like,
yeah.
he'll always maintain those relationships unless you're a woman. But if you're a man and you're a guy, bros for life,
Well, I think too, you're talking about something that I think is actually very useful in a much larger sense, in a broader context for people.
Macro.
In a macro sense, yes, thank you. So much of whatever your career is, if it's making art or whatever it is you're trying to do, or maybe you have a career, maybe it's like Gorman where yes, he's an artist, but he also has this character and he's doing these different things. He kind of does a lot of different things that he mixes together. But whatever it is that you're doing, building relationships is such a huge part of that. And
it's true. It's not who you know. It's
right.
I mean, it's not.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not gonna say the last part.
Right. Obviously.
I'm saying it's not what you know. It's who you know. And that is very, very true. And you can burn bridges, and those bridges don't get rebuilt. But if you keep it built,
yes,
you can cross it again.
Absolutely.
And I'm so happy for him. I really am. And I will come down for sure if he's really permanent New Yorker now. Because it sounded like he's very hip hop. Like I counted about 45 yo's in that interview yesterday.
Yeah.
He's now like, yo, for real, dog?
Right.
Like I'm sought after and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
is that your
that's my new age Gorman.
Little twist on the Gorman impression.
No. Bottom line is, he's got the bones to do it because he's so lovable and we all root for him. And
he's very much an extrovert.
And he's not talentless. He's very talented.
Oh, extremely.
He's just so shifty, where he starts something and it's 30%.
I was going to say, you should definitely clarify what you mean by shifty.
No, shifty, like I'm on it. I'm so focused on this, but squirrel.
Yeah, there's some ADD there. Clearly.
ADD to the max, but without the ADD, his genius wouldn't be there.
Right.
So it's like if you treat the ADD, then do you still have that spark? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I see artists go through that, where they curb that issue, and they're not as spontaneous, I guess you could say.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I would say that I have that issue too, like where I come up with an idea. But if I were to like just treat myself and kind of just mellow, I don't know if like I would wake up excited to do something. And even if you start something 30%, you can still curb it and get back to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about forcing yourself just to get into it.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to crush it. His relationship like skills are there. And that's it. I mean, and art is just, some guy could say, hey, that's dog crap. And another guy could say, hey, I'll pay you $100,000 for that. That's literally art. Right?
Yeah.
So,
but his ability to, to be able to build those relationships, because I've seen it happen. He builds rapport with people very, very quickly.
He's lovable. So you root for him.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it.
Kind eyes, and you root for him.
Yep, that's a perfect way of putting it.
And you can't be an artist if someone doesn't root for you, because like most people buy art because they like it, but the collectors buy it because they like you and they're buying you.
Yes. Yeah, you've talked about that before. And
he's a big time proponent of me. Like, he's never talked about art without mentioning me, and like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got into it, like, but he's right. Like, I did meet all y'all because of him, and I mean, I had to maintain my relationships as well. I could have blown it right away.
Right.
If I'm not a huge ratings getter and like clickbait, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
But yeah, he set the table for me for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to hear him in New York of all places. Like, I'm so jealous, to be honest. I am jealous.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. I got to tell you, I'm jealous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's doing the cool thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's hamming it up. Like, there's nothing better than hamming it up with people as they walk by and they watch you paint a Beastie Boys mural. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, how cool is that?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, hey, man, what are you doing? It's like, well, what do you think I'm doing? Number one. Number two, can I paint? Sure, a little bit, just a dot. That's the question I get a lot. Can I do that? Can I have a paint?
You've told me about that, yeah. Does that happen a lot where you're doing? Are you still doing that out here? The barriers on Elm Street?
I'm doing it all day as long as I can.
Yeah.
I'm mixing it up, and luckily, like, Kevin from the 603 Grill is like so cool. The owner, he just lets me do my thing, like, which I think he's crazy for doing, but I switch it up. Like the other night, my paint got stolen from me.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I go to my car, and my friend goes, "Where's your bag?" And she's like, "It was just there." And I'm like, and Veronette was there too, and she was like looking around. We're all looking around. It's gone, bro.
Oh no.
And so I switched it up. I switched the whole theme on a dime. I said, I'm gonna do a comic book theme of my paint getting stolen. Am I keeping you awake, Mike?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm gonna do a comic book theme of some guy stealing my paint.
Yeah.
And me paying some random guy who said, "Oh, I can get your paint back. I found it."
Yeah.
Give him $40 because I'm a sucker and an idiot. Never came back. And so it's all laid out.
Wait a minute, that actually happened, or that's gonna happen in the comic?
No, that happened. I'm trusting.
Oh my God.
Some guy's like, "Dude, you're not gonna believe it, man.
Oh no.
I found your paint at the Abbott house on the 3rd floor. This guy, he doesn't want any trouble. He just wants $40."
Oh
I'm like,
no.
$40 is like $700 worth of stuff in there. Sure.
Oh no.
I'm like, burp, burp, burp. Here's the money. Big beam of suckerness, like beaming on me. So I did that.
Yeah.
But it's good content for the wall, and
oh sure.
But the guy's letting me do it, and I'll go back. I'll white it all out and start over again. It's just cool, like when people are like, "Dude, I came here just to see what you're doing today."
That must be.
Yeah. And there's like people who take pictures, and like I have enough like content to fill the whole like Elm Street if I wanted.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
But I just love it. I just love doing it. I love talking about art with people. I like talking to the homeless people too. Like, honestly, I give them something to do. Like 3 in the morning, they're like, I got a big beam of light coming on. I got bumping music. I play Midas's like SoundCloud music.
Yeah.
And it's just like a scene. And I got Rocky Hubert hanging out with me. He's my protection.
Yeah.
He's get his fanny pack just in case things go wrong.
Yeah.
And
that's very NWO.
Which is the
fanny pack.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna carry a fanny pack. But it gives people like something to do, and like when I'm not like I got discouraged. I said I'm done. I even wrote on the wall. I go, you stole my paint, but I'm still painting. But I'm not painting here. That's the last thing I wrote.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, come on, man. It's one bad apple,
Yeah.
So I got discouraged. You try to help people out, and then you get stolen from.
Yeah, that's not good.
But I'm back. I'm back to helping again. And
yeah.
I got discouraged, but I'm good.
Does it happen a lot where somebody just comes up to you and says, hey, man, what are you doing? Because you mentioned
hey,
that.
Man, you doing some art? Say, no, dude. I'm just...
it's an illusion.
Or are you a graffiti artist?
Oh, you get that? Do you get that question a lot?
No, I'm like, no, I have a 5,000 lume light coming on to me right now because I'm doing this illegally. No, I get the green light, and I don't recommend anybody do illegal graffiti because it's rude, number one.
Yeah.
It damages property values.
Absolutely. And nobody wants to see it unless it's really good. Then keep doing it. If it's good.
Oh.
I'm saying there's no Manchester graffiti artist that people really want to see right now. Illegal. Like, there's no Banksy out there. It's all scribbles. And
what about this decomp? Is that what I see everywhere?
Decap.
Decap? I don't pay enough attention to it to know.
So I had an encounter with that guy once.
Really? Is he from here originally?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been. I was out doing something. Like, maybe illegal. Not really. But it's a big piece of paper. I just glued it to a wall. You can take it down. It doesn't damage any property. Sure. It was two people dancing, like, about to kiss at a dance.
Yeah.
It was romantic. It was sweet.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up to me. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, this. He's like, take my can and spray. I'm like, no thanks. I'm just going to glue this loving piece up,
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it. I just walked away. I didn't want any trouble, so I just said, all right, I'm done.
But it was him? You knew it was him?
He claimed it was.
Oh, he claimed it was. He claimed it was him. So it might not have even have been him.
From what I hear, you just get there's turf and stuff like that. Like, there's rules to the game, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
So like talking out of school would probably be one of the rules.
Mm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I encountered him. We worked out. He knows who I am. I know who he is, and we're cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do anything out there like spraying, painting walls or anything like that. As much as I'd love to.
Yeah.
Even if it was great, I still.
Because I've always been kind of fascinated by it. Like, taking any kind of judgment out of it, or agreeing, disagreeing about it, whatever. I've just always been kind of fascinated by.
Me too.
Like how someone gets away with it is fascinating to me. Like, I see some of his stuff and I wonder, like on the highway, you see it. Like how did he, like when I see it, I just wonder about the mechanics of it. How did he do all of that without getting caught? Is he that fast? How? Like on a busy highway, I assume at night, but how?
One word I would say is a lookout. You need gotta have a lookout.
Yeah.
If you notice, like you see a lot of paired up tags out there.
Oh.
Like, you won't see one tag without another one.
Oh.
So it's like you go, I go kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So also.
So they could have walkie-talkies or something.
Also, people aren't really get a tattle because, like, if you walked by someone, would you say something?
No.
If you saw someone right here, right on the building, writing something, would you just kind of be like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing it to yourself? Or would you call the cops? Probably not going to call the cops because you don't want trouble.
Right. Yeah.
And,
I don't see myself saying anything.
Yeah, most people wouldn't.
Right.
And if you did, it would take a minute to get there. You can bang one out in 2 minutes.
But if he's doing that on the highway, a state trooper is going to drive by and see that. That's what I mean.
Possibly, but again, think about it. How are you going to stop on a dime at 65?
True.
And you can bounce. I'm sure there's spots where you get a exit route,
That's true. We have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
TCAP.
Hey, Matt and everybody. This is Ron. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The guys that do the highway, the decap or whatever it is, I suppose, yeah, for sure, you got to have a lookout because anybody drives by is definitely going to rat you out. And it's so easy to get on your phone and report it and then just keep on your way, So,
well,
I don't know. I'd like to see it stop. I mean, there's some of them are truly artists, but they picked the wrong canvas to do this stuff.
Why, though? I don't understand. Okay, so here's, again, not to make trouble up. Why? Why is it the wrong canvas? Like, what is it hurting anyone? I don't know.
When you destroy other people's property?
But the highway overhangs, I mean, like, if anything, it makes you, like, say, oh, cool, look.
Yeah,
it's not just gray.
Yeah, it's because it's not actually destroying anything, really. It's nothing. Nothing's being damaged.
Slippery slope I'm on. I get it.
An accident. You don't see that that's an issue, or you know what I mean? It goes really deep in every direction.
Of course, like if that, yeah. When you really think about it, yeah, you're right. It is a distraction, but a lot of things are. A deer crossing the road could be a distraction,
Yeah.
But also, you're right. Why make more distraction? You're right, Ron.
I mean, but like I say, these guys some of them are truly artists, but they attack somebody's property. The guy doesn't need that stuff on the side of his building, and then you got put up brand new highways and beautiful barrier walls. It doesn't take very long before they get out there and start trashing the place. It's like, knock it off.
You're right about that. But sometimes, like the people we talk about, the B-dubs and the DCAT, they don't trash the place. They take pride in how clean they make it, and I don't know. There's a whole. It's called getting up. If you can get up on like the things that B-dub did is just out of control. Like how high he got up.
Yeah.
I don't know how you put. I don't know what do you do? Levitate? Because he was overhanging on a highway.
Wow.
Like dangerous.
Yeah.
So like people in that community would say that's pretty cool. I mean, pretty ballsy at least. And it's not just crap. He spends, 20 minutes doing it.
Yeah.
I think the highway is the easiest place because you can see him coming. It's one-way traffic. And if you do it at 3 a.m, you're getting maybe 1-2 a minute,
I'm agnostic on it, I think, but Ron is Ron, you disapprove, it sounds.
Well, like I said, I mean, these guys should go to an automotive school and take it out on a car and make the cars look slick. You know what I mean? Add the colors, so whatever it is, not just the blacks and the whites, but add some colors and take it their art to the next level. And just get don't be painting walls with spray cans.
Or get the green light from a business owner.
Earn some money for it.
Right, you're right, Ron. Like the way to do it is the way I did it. You go up to the business owner. And you say, hey, I'm an artist. I'd like to do your Jersey barriers.
Exactly.
And they say, go ahead. And then you get the green light. And then you can operate with... You make so much better art when you have a green light. Because you're not like rushing. You're not like sloppy.
You're not under... And you're not looking over your shoulder.
Not looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
You can take a minute. You can smoke a butt. You can do whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I want to say one more thing, and unless you saw it, you'd never believe it. But I spent a little bit of time in Iraq, and when you're on the highways in Iraq, and I'm talking like from here to Boston in length, a long way, the size of the highways, there's cement barriers, and every barrier, and these barriers are 15 feet tall. Every one of them, they're like 8 feet by 15 feet. Every one of them has some type of artist that painted something.
Really?
And it goes and it goes and it goes and it goes. It's pretty cool. I mean, unfortunately, a whole bunch of them were like Saddam stuff, but that was beyond that. They, there was farmers and cultures, and it was pretty cool. I mean, to see, these barriers painted one by one all the way down.
Yeah, that is cool.
There's really no excuse why we don't have a public place for people to show what they can do. Like, if they go to the store and they buy their own spray paint, and give them 40, 50 feet of wall and let them hang out.
Yeah.
Because they'll be there. That's where the people will take pictures. That's where Inklink will go take pictures. Like, that's where people will go and look and do selfies in front of, like, because it'll be beautiful. They have time to pause. Like, this should be a public wall. Like, look what Nashua did. I hate using Nashua as an example because I don't like Nashua.
Yeah.
Bottom line. But they killing it with the art, the public art thing. They're just doing it right, and now it deters.
In what way? What are they doing right?
they have a whole thing where they're just letting people do public art. You sign up and you can go and you can have a little section.
Oh, no kidding.
And you can sit there and you can paint all day with your little paintbrush, or you can spray paint, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
You can paper mache, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
And people like walk by it, and then, you know, it's a tourist attraction.
Oh, that is cool.
You know, and that's about all Nashville has, so.
No.
Right, Mike?
Right.
All right, Ron. Anything else on your mind?
No. I'm going to go grab a can of spray paint, and a paper bag. I'm going to be hanging out in my backyard if anybody wants to come over and join me.
Sounds good. All right, Ron. Thank you for the call, my friend.
Careful.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
That's another thing about spray paint, too. Like, people don't like it.
Oh, people what?
Like, that's why I work in the middle of the night, because people don't like it. You know, like, they'll walk by and they're like, oh my God, my emphysema.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry you have emphysema, and I will stop. Like, anyone that says, hey, can you stop? I'll stop, of course.
Does that ever happen?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
Of course. Think about it. Like, it's an awful smell. It's like, I call spray paint cans tattletale cans.
Yeah?
Because you rattle them,
and
they're loud, and then they smell. They're just telling on you at all times.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why they do it.
DJ Midas is in the Facebook live chat. He's a top fan and, of course, part of the WMNH family, host of Late Night Delight, which you can hear every Saturday night from 12 midnight to 4 a.m. with a replay on Sunday. Midas says, I've been friends with Gorman since 95-ish, finally starting to like him. He also says, what Gonzo lacks in accuracy, he makes up for in enthusiasm.
Exactly.
I've heard
perfection.
I've heard that somewhere else. That's a genius thought. Midas also speculating that Ron is decap. Everyone knows that. And Ron should make all our laws. He understands the way things should work. Well, there you go.
Well, they call Ron decap because, you know, decapitation, but what he means is he takes his clothes off and he goes painting.
Oh, good.
The naked painter.
Uh-huh.
Ron from Manchester.
There could be a market for that.
I mean, you got to be careful, though. You might get a little blue on your wee-wee. But that's for a different show.
That's right. That's for Matt Connarton Unsheathed.
Enough about me. You hear about Trump?
What about him?
He's decap.
Really? Oh,
No.
my goodness. Wow.
No, you know what?
Shouldn't joke about that. We'll end up with the Secret Service.
No, I'm not joking about on a local level.
Right.
I never met the guy.
Right.
I thought it would be funny, though, to change his name from decap to just, all you got to do is, like, white out a little bit of the P and make it decaf, because there's nothing hype about the name decaf.
Right. That is true.
Like decaffeinated coffee. Come on.
That's very true.
But I don't have the guts.
No. Well, we're at the top of the hour, so we'll take a quick break. We're going to play a little something, and we'll show some love to our sponsors so we can pay the bills, and then we'll be back with hour number 2. Gonzo is here. Texas Mike is here. So we'll be right back. More Unleashed coming up. Don't go away.
But it doesn't do any good because I understand, Matt. There's a lot of words that have been said between me, you, and your girlfriend, and they'll never be right.
Welcome back, everybody. Matt Connarton Unleashed. We are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org, and from the the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. Of course, you can also go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc. Hello to our friends at Raw Talk Online and Tomorrow Radio. Today is a Friday, August 6, 2021. Texas Mike is here in the studio with me over at the news desk.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. And also Gonzo is here, although he had to leave for a moment, but he should be back shortly. Let's see. I do want to remind you, of course, we are proudly sponsored by the Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan at 1000 Elm Street, right across the street. They have delicious gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. They have Grant Lampton performing there tonight. He is there every Friday night from 7 to 9 p.m. doing a residency, getting rave reviews. Of course, we also see Grant as his alter ego, Mike Sutterth, on Tuesdays for his Tweakonomics segment. But on Fridays, he goes into the phone booth as Mike Sutterth, and he comes out holding a guitar as Grant Lampton and goes over to the Hop Knot to perform. So make sure you check that out. And please continue to support our wonderful sponsor, the Hop Knot. Great food, great service, and a great family that owns and operates it. Let's see. The number to call, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. I think Brandon from Portland was trying to call us during the break. Try again, Brandon. 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. Gonzo is back. Hello.
Hello.
I do want to remind you, of course, programming notes tonight at 6 p.m. immediately following this program. Rob Azevedo returns live for Granted State of Mind. Dean Harlem is one of the guests on his show tonight. And there's somebody else, too, and the name escapes me. But Dean Harlem, I think, has been on a number of times. Very, very talented musician. And then tonight at 7:30, it's Retro Spectrum Radio with Paul E.C. And I am one of Paul's co-hosts on that show, along with our great friend Dan Randlett. And I think DJ Steve is now officially a permanent member, too. Well, I'm not exactly sure on that, but that's up to Paul. But Retro Spectrum Radio, tonight's featured subject is Frank Zappa. So, and who knows, maybe there'll be a little Dweezil and Moon Unit in there as well. But Frank Zappa tonight on Retro Spectrum Radio, that is from 7:30 to 10 p.m. Let's see. What you got there? What have you got there, Gonzo? Are you doing some art? What's going on over there?
I'm going to draw Mikey.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. At the end of it, will you take a picture of it and we can post it on, or I'll take a picture of it and we'll post it up on the Facebook page. How's that?
Avi.
Assuming it's done by the time
It'll be done.
It'll be done. All right, excellent. So Texas Mike is going to have his portrait done. Do we call it a portrait in this instance?
It'll be a portrait.
It'll be a portrait. Very nice. Are you excited, Texas Mike?
Yes, I am.
Do you feel, Gonzo, that you can truly capture the essence of Texas Mike?
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
I feel him in me.
Really?
At all times.
Oh, that's definitely from that.
Oh, no, not like that.
Oh, good. All right.
Spiritually.
Well, of course. Yes. I think we all do. Yes.
Audie Frankhorst of a guest on Rob's show tonight.
Oh, yes. Any connection to your place of employment, Frankhorst?
No.
Okay. Are you sure?
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. Yes. But give us a call, 603-250-6007. I just saw some breaking news from Reuters. White House announces final extension of student loan repayment pause. It says here, U.S. President Joe Biden's administration today announced a final extension of a coronavirus relief pause on federal student loan repayments, interest, and collections until January 31 of 2022. Well, that's pretty good. The extension of the pause, which was due to expire on September 30th, comes as cases of the Delta variant of the coronavirus continue to surge around the U.S. The Department of Education, quote, believes this additional time and a definitive end date will allow borrowers to plan for the resumption of payments and reduce the risk of delinquency and defaults after restart, unquote, said a White House statement. The statement said, will begin notifying borrowers about the final extension in the coming days and, quote, release resources and information about how to plan for payment restart as the end of the pause approaches. It is the department's priority to support students and borrowers during this transition and ensure they have the resources they need to access affordable, high-quality higher education, unquote, the statement quoted Education Secretary Miguel Cardona. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and two fellow Democratic lawmakers hailed the extension, but they said the measure did not go far enough. quote, our broken student loan system continues to exacerbate racial wealth gaps and hold back our entire economy, unquote, he said in a statement with Senator Elizabeth Warren and Representative Ayanna Pressley. Quote, we continue to call on the administration to use its existing executive authority to cancel $50,000 of student debt per borrower. That will be interesting to see if that goes anywhere. It doesn't seem like...
Better wipe out mine, for sure.
Well, that's the idea. Like, that's the problem. So they're going to get all these people, like, forgiveness. The people who paid it are going to be, like, butthurt about it.
Well, that's true, but...
Like, well, that's not fair.
Right.
Because they did a lot to save up and pay it.
Right.
It's a slippery slope as well.
It is.
I'm for it, though.
Yeah. Why now? Technically, I don't have to pay it because of the extensions and whatnot, but I'm still putting money each month in to pay my debt down. My debt right now is just north of 14,000, so I'm putting 200 a month in.
So you'd be upset, right? Like if you did all, because this extra beer money you can have right now.
True.
And you'd be like, well, I should have been drinking beer instead of paying. That's a broad, like, light on the subject. But at the same time, if they're like, boom, you're good.
Yeah.
A lot of people will be upset about that. Democrats and Republicans alike.
Well, the thing is, so here's the thing, and this is another issue where I mean, I don't particularly support student loan forgiveness. There's a lot that I want to learn about the subject because it is a subject that is interesting to me, and it's something we continue to discuss in this country. But I'm not necessarily opposed to it either. I mean, as far as the fair part, there's not a whole lot of issues you can solve in this world if you're always worried about, well, who's going to be bothered by it, who's going to think it's not fair. You know what I mean?
True.
But
you're right.
But we do have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hopwood, show ass. Hopwood, show ass. Hopwood, show ass. Hopwood, show ass. Hopwood, show ass.
Oh, I was just getting into it.
I'll tell you what, the band's back together. If he wants to watch Wood 13, we taped a show together yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, Hopwood and Gonzo.
Really?
On Channel 23.
No kidding. Wow.
We crushed it.
It's nice when fences are mended.
We hugged. We rode a scooter.
No kidding.
Well, I tried to get him to get on a scooter, but he wouldn't. He's like, do you know what I'd be like if my back just went out? Like he's not all about it. But we filmed. He's doing like a variety show right now.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know what he's doing. I go, people want you, Hopwood.
Yeah.
And he realizes that. So I think he's going to start getting into it.
This could be him on the phone. Oh, they hung up. Yeah. Call back, caller. Yeah, that's great.
He had a great show. He interviewed an author of a... did you watch it, Mike?
I saw him posted it on YouTube and Facebook.
All right, whatever then. But it's not at midnight if people want to check it out.
Yeah.
But it's a guy who wrote about COVID, a doctor, like in the front lines of it, and it's very graphic, very detailed, and John did a good job, and I did a good job shutting up while he asked him questions.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, then why were you there then? What was the point of you being
there? For the
there?
second half hour.
Oh, okay, I got
We talked about a potpourri of subjects.
Oh, very nice.
Not boring at all.
Well, that's good. Now, I'm glad that you and he are back together again.
Me too.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Dude, so good. Let me tell you something. That was such a burden, like not being in Hopwood's life.
Oh, I can imagine.
But he apologized, and he was wrong.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he always apologizes, and
well, he's always wrong.
Yeah, well, that's true. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Matt, me one more time.
Hi, Ron.
That wasn't me that called earlier.
Oh, that's too bad.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
I don't really know. Is your Jersey Barriers, are they on Elm Street? I haven't been up Elm Street, like, almost never. So, I mean, where are they located? Are they on Elm Street?
Yeah, well, right now you can go to 603 Grill, which is formerly Panucci's, Lowell and Elm, and also you can go to Blue Aqua and check it out, like the inside part. not the part facing Elm.
And with that being said, do you do detailed artwork? You know, like I don't know, let's say canvas, but I mean, you know, detailed artwork, or are you just?
Yeah.
I don't know if abstract's the right word or not.
No, it's good. I would call it surrealism, is what I would call it. Some aspects of like detailed, and then some funky stuff. You know, I would say like I don't know. It's hard to explain. I did a lot of acid, so I think it comes out in my art.
Oh,
colors, a lot of colors, and but I'll bang on a detailed stencil to go with it.
You're not advocating, just so we don't get in trouble. You're not advocating using acid, but you're just saying in your case you did.
I wouldn't say that.
Right. You wouldn't say that you wouldn't
No,
advocate.
I'm just trying to see what your skill level was.
We'll keep it vague.
You know, that was all mostly. I was sort of kind of joking. I was thinking to myself, geez, if I bleached out some $1 bills, I wonder if he could change the denomination.
I can't counterfeit for you, Ron, but I can do some like I like dollar bill art, to be honest.
Oh, no kidding.
I don't draw on the dollar, but I like to make my own version of the.
Oh.
Yeah, like a series like 1, 5, you know, even the 2.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Which is very useful for the guy in Portland, Maine, because if you go to the strip club there, that's all they give you is $2 bills.
Is that true?
Genius.
Really?
Oh yeah, give them $100, they'll give you $50 back. It's all $2 bills.
How about tattooing? Do you think you could tattoo if you had to?
Probably not. I'd be apprehensive to do something like that. I'm more like,
especially.
So I've never spray painted until I started doing these Jersey barriers. This is all new to me.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
I usually
that.
do canvases and like with a fine point brush and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But it's so fun that I just got hooked.
Yeah, yeah.
So fun.
Huh. Well, there you go.
There's nothing better.
Is that true about the strip club?
Yeah, up in Portland or Westbrook, Maine, to be exact.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it helps out the girls, you know.
Yeah.
It gives them double the money.
And it's a good gimmick.
Yeah, and it's good for everyone.
What do you say, Ron? We'll head up to the strip club
That's
later?
it.
Oh, okay. All right, Ron. Thank you for the call, my friend.
He's there right now.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. He could be.
Now people underestimate the power of service industry.
Yes.
I'm not just making a joke right now. But, you know, restaurants, like I think Bobby Champagne had a great call on the replay of the morning show talking about how restaurants pick up a certain point of society, how that aren't really hireable to Fannie Mac. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's an extreme example.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people who did their time, got rehabilitated, need a job. Restaurants do that. And like when Chuck Galantis called in all passionately on that replay show, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, it's because he's family, you know, like restaurants are family and strip clubs are restaurants.
Yeah.
In fact, if you go to Bedford, you can get a great prime rib buffet on Fridays.
Is that true?
4 o'clock.
That's so weird to me.
I brought Micah.
Did you?
No. But that's where he was conceived.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right.
Hey, Jasmine.
603-250-6007 is the number. 603-250-6007.
See, my wife doesn't listen. I told you.
Yeah.
I can say anything I want.
I know. That's good.
Micah's not yours.
Except she did hear you earlier.
How would she know? Micah's not hers. It's not like she did a DNA test.
By the way, as we head into the weekend, I want to remind everybody, Christian Lacoste, DJ Reckless, is going to be performing at the Central Ale House on Saturday night starting at 9 p.m. Christian, he does a great job. Jenny and I went to see him back when he was doing the 603, and definitely want to check him out.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. You've seen him.
I love Christian. I pull for him.
Absolutely. We all do.
Yeah.
Well, except for a couple people.
You.
No. No.
Is that ship sailing, or are you guys still as strong bonded as ever?
We're as strong bonded as ever.
I love it.
Of course, we're fam.
I love fam.
That's what the young people say. They say fam.
Remember Eazy-G didn't believe you?
Yeah, I know. He thought it was a bit we were doing, that he was living with us.
Remember Eazy-G tried to stir it up on the show today? Say, oh, Mike, remember the Scumpy show, and you didn't
Oh,
get
yeah.
So I like his spirit. I like his mix it up.
Absolutely. By the way, hello to Tom Blanchard, who joins us in the Facebook live chat, as well as Braden Russell.
Is that a new name?
Which one?
Braden Russell?
We have seen that name in the chat
New to me.
on certain days.
Hi, Brandon Russell. Thanks for
Braden.
listening.
Oh, you're thinking of Brandon from Portland.
Nope, I'm not. I'm thinking of Braden Russell.
You're not even thinking of the same people.
I had the cheeseburger at the Hot Knot.
What? Oh, you're all confused. You're confusing us. 603-250-6007 if you'd like to call in, 603-250-6007. Now, you know what I was going to say on the student loan debt is there is an economic theory that if you forgive student loan debt, that is money that frees up that money to then be disposable income, which would not otherwise be disposable income because it would be going to paying off these debts. It would free up that money, thus having a stimulative effect on the economy.
And it's an incentive for high school kids. Think about it. If you're like, I can't afford college, I'm just going to go get a job doing Hannaford, whatever.
Yeah.
Or if they're like, maybe I can try harder.
Mm-hmm.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I can get good grades, and I can go to college.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a good thing. But you're right. People, you can't start a rule
I'm not
thinking about the
convinced.
past.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You're not convinced. Like, what are you apprehensive about? What are your negatives?
Oh, well, my negatives might be that it would actually do more harm than good, that it would potentially devalue education instead of enhance the value of it if you just and what do you do? Do you forgive part of like that suggestion of $50,000 up to that? Do you forgive some people entirely? How do you choose who do you forgive, or do you forgive everybody? Who pays for that?
Well, I would assume it'd be uniformed. You can't just pick but who knows?
But not
You're
necessarily.
Right.
I think it's very easy to say, let's do that. And I think it's much harder when you get into the weeds of it and you try to figure out how exactly it should be done. So I'm open to the idea. If it's going to have a stimulative effect on the economy, I'm open to the idea. I'm just not convinced. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Matt, one more time on the student loan thing.
Yes, Ron.
Two things. One, I heard last week that Walmart, if you sign up, and I don't know the details, they'll pay for your college and your books.
Yes, and that is fantastic. Fantastic.
And if anybody was going to forgive student loans, I'd like to see colleges like Harvard step up to the plate. They own most of Cambridge. They can afford it. They've got money beyond what even people could think. So I don't know why, if anybody was going to forgive student loans, I mean, it should be colleges like Harvard.
There is a college that did that just recently. I forget what college it is. There's a college that actually, the graduating class, some of them, they thought it was a mistake. And then no, it turned out it was legitimate. They forgave their loans.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I think
I am vaguely familiar with that. I do remember that in the news or reading about it. I do.
I'll see if I can find it quickly. But the Walmart thing is fantastic, and I hope to see more of that in a very tight labor market where companies can't find enough help. What a fantastic incentive, because I'm very pro education. Anything that encourages post-secondary education, I think, is a great thing. And, hey, if you're not going to pay people more money, or, this is another great thing. If you're going to actually pay for their education, that is stunning. I think that's fantastic. And it's not often I'll go out of my way to say something positive about Walmart, but that is a big deal. That's a great thing that they're doing. And I hope other companies follow suit. I'd love to see Amazon do something like that.
They should. I mean, they made so much money during the pandemic. They really should.
Yeah.
They limited everyone and funneled them right into their store. So
yep, that's
they should
true.
Put some money back.
I just heard on the news today when I was driving back from Salem, and I hope before I hang up I can remember the name of the company. But there's a company that wants you to stay with them so bad. I don't know if it's Amazon or UPS or one of those, that they'll give you $200, an additional $200 a week. they'll $500 a week for something on top of your overtime, and if you work extra hours, I forget how it all tallied up, and it was like, wow, what an incentive. They don't want people to they want people to give up their vacation time and stay at work. And geez, it was phenomenal. I don't remember what it was and who it was. I guess, I'm drawing a blank. It's a shame, but I said to myself, wow, somebody could make a fortune, whatever it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good call, Ron.
All right, I wrecked that one, but that's it, and I'm just a listener. You're on in.
No, wait, what? Ron, we like your calls. Did you take something personally?
I think he got offended.
Ron, are you still there?
No. Just sometimes I always feel guilty because I call, but
No, Ron, no, don't feel guilty. We appreciate it. I encourage it. I enjoy your calls.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Don't ever feel badly about it. Please call as much as you want. You heard that right from me. All right, Ron. Thank you for the call.
Okay. Yo.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ron's calls are 90% the best. And then
Ron's a great caller. Yeah.
Oh, the best. Like, so funny. And then, he'll slip up like we all do in life.
Yeah.
But he's right there to apologize.
Yeah.
So he means well. He's the best.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
What do you think, Mike? You like Ron?
Yes, I do.
No, Ron's a great guy.
He's excellent doing weather advice on the morning, so just like you.
Yes.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, it was great meeting Ron a few weeks ago at the it's like a month ago now, right? At time slips away at the Hop Knot, the live remote we did at the Hop Knot.
You know what I'd love to get in here is Melanie LaLiberty.
Oh yeah.
Her points in her comments, like she's definitely thinking outside the box and a little left to the. So I love it.
It's funny you say that because she and I had an exchange on Facebook Messenger this morning, and I told her, I said, "You're one of my favorite Facebook live chat commenters."
She's so good.
Yeah. Do you know her in person? I know Peter knows her.
I don't know her. I know Manning knows her. I know my friends know her. I don't know her.
I know she's in Vermont, so it's not like she's local. But I'd love to meet her. I'd love if she came on the show sometime. Absolutely.
I'm a big fan for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Scott Perry joins us in the chat room. Scott, of course, host of Courtesy Call, which is a great political podcast. He says episode 27 is this Sunday. Host Scott Perry will give a recap on the last 2 weeks, including President Biden's payment for those who get vaccinated.
Is that actually happening, or?
Not that an actual payment from the federal government, not that I know of. The shooting at everything's on the table, but the shooting at the Pentagon and Governor Andrew Cuomo's sexual harassment investigation, also 2 societal topics of his choice. So that'll be episode 27 will be available. It'll be on IPM Nation on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Wayne Noel is a top fan from Michigan, says a college education is already devalued. I don't know about that.
It depends on whether you have a college education or not when you make that comment or not.
Well, the thing is, a lot of jobs require a degree.
If you have a degree, you're mad at people who get a job without one, and if you don't have one, you're mad at the people who have. I think it's on the person, to be honest.
Like for me, I'm getting my college education right now. Yes, it's taken. I hate when I say this, but
say it.
Say it.
9, 10.
I'm going into my 9th year of college just to get an associate's.
What are you, Van Wilder?
Or to help me get. No, I started out with full classroads, and then for some reason I couldn't make the transition from high school. So over time I've reduced my classroads so I can work, which is completely fine.
You're a great example for people, Mike. Honestly, because there's people just like you out there that need to hear that.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Because when you're done, you're done. It doesn't matter what you did, how you got there. You're there, man.
Right.
And you're about to get your associate's degree any second, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, end of this upcoming semester.
You're the man, bro.
Yeah.
You're the man.
By the way, Miriam in the chat says it took me 12 years to get a BA. Yeah. It takes as long as it takes, you know?
Yeah.
And Shannon McGuire, by the way, says, I love hearing from Ron. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't we all?
Absolutely. Ron can call. I know, there are listeners who don't like serial callers, but I like Ron. I enjoy his calls. And Ron, you're always welcome to call. I did find this article, by the way. This is on Forbes.com. These colleges, so it's more than one. These colleges just canceled $17 million of student debt. Another group of colleges canceled student debt for its students. Connecticut state colleges and universities will cancel $17 million in student debt for community college students due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This will impact 18,161 students, includes both current and former students. Student debt canceled for account balances from the summer of 2019 through the spring of 2021, funded from the federal government, and there will be no conditions for students to get student debt forgiveness. So that's an example of
makes sense. Like you go to college, you wanna bang chicks, you wanna party, you wanna drink beer, you wanna do your thing, and then you're pandemic like into your room. Like you shouldn't have to spend $50K to not get the experience.
Yeah.
Sorry. But it's Friday.
It is.
You checked the calendar?
I look at when we get toward the end of the show, I look at the time quite a bit.
There's no show tomorrow, Matt.
Yeah, no, I know that. But any minute we're going to be joined.
Right, Mike? Like you want the experience.
Yes.
But any minute we're going to be joined by
Rob Acevedo.
There you go.
All right. So hot.
Are you doing an impression of Rob Acevedo, or are you doing an impression of Kyle Heavey's impression of Rob Acevedo?
I just have a frog in my throat, man.
Gotcha. It says here more colleges. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I lost where I was. I'm skipping down in the article. Well, there's just some speculation. Oh, here we go. Speculation about this being a trend. Many student loan borrowers are asking whether student loan cancellation got canceled without a clear path to wide-scale student loan cancellation. Student loan borrowers are wondering what's next for repayment. This is despite the fact that Biden has canceled. This is despite the fact that Biden has canceled $3 billion of student loans. Oh, so there is something to that. I'm unclear on
so the message
the details
is
here.
Borrow, 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 and hope for the best.
Well, that is what some people do. Some people do that out of necessity, though.
Oh, of course. I'm talking about college. Like, go for it.
Well, I know, but that's what I mean, though. Some people do that out of necessity. You know, if you really want to go to school and you don't have a scholarship, or
I did it.
Did
I
you?
borrowed, and then, I'll get to it.
I know somebody who put their, they went to New Hampshire Tech, but they put their entire education there on a credit card.
Hey, man, I say go for it, dude. Put it on a credit card, borrow from your uncle, go to college.
Yeah.
Look at Mikey.
Yep.
There you go. Rob Acevedo is here with us.
Hello. How you guys doing?
Good. Where have you been?
Man, I've been off 2 weeks. Where have I been? I moved unexpectedly. How you doing, bud?
You moved unexpectedly.
Yeah, kind of unexpectedly. I moved up to Pembroke. So completely displaced. So I had 2 weeks worth of just, moving is just hard.
Yeah.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
So,
of course.
So that's all. Had to move. So I'm back. I'm looking forward to getting back on the air and getting some rhythm going.
Yeah.
When you lose, you don't take much time off at all.
No.
Pete's off all week, huh?
Yeah. He took a vacation. He rarely does.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. He was texting me that he's down the Cape.
Yeah. When he told me he was going to be off for a week, at first I thought he was kidding.
Did he have any co-hosts, or they just run shows?
No, just kind of picking some of his favorite episodes from the past.
Would he give that seat up, Gonzo?
I think if I wanted it, he'd give it to me.
Oh, really? For a show?
I'm like one of the few people. Maybe Polly, maybe me. That's about it.
Could you pull it off for 2 hours, lead the show?
Of course.
I don't doubt it.
I would just ramble.
Wow.
Just keep going.
So are you angling for that? You're trying to take Peter's...
Look, if he were to meet his demise on the way home from the Cape, I'd be available.
Right.
Well,
Jason.
it's like we were talking before the show. It would be a shame if he had some sort of accident.
I would steal his key to the city, too.
Exactly. Yeah,
yes.
Can I make a comment about the debt?
Please, absolutely.
Well, I want my Visa bill forgiven.
See? Butthurt.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean, I do. I
It would
want my
cause
mortgage
issues.
forgiven.
It would cause issues, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it would. If you can't, what is the adage? If you can't afford it, don't do it.
Right.
So you lean on the
And
left
you don't
and
need
right.
to go to a super expensive college either.
True.
You
That
do not need to go to.
That is true.
You know, even if you have the grades, if you can't swing it, what I've learned, education, college education is great, doesn't matter worth anything where you really go to school.
Slightly, but not really. You're right.
Right? I mean,
the elite, and then there's
I
like
think in some-
95%.
I think in some professions it does. Like if you're, it depends though. I mean, probably it's a very short list. But if you're a lawyer,
no one cares if you went
know,
to Springfield College or B,
Right.
whatever, but if you went to Harvard, you're above,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
upper
yeah.
list.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
That's it. That's where it ends, though.
but like if you're a lawyer, they care about where you went to law school because
Yes.
there's some law schools that like if you went to the law
Sure.
law campus at Trump University or something, you're not going to get hired. But
He went to Yale.
yeah. But colleges, maybe if the universities weren't paying out their presidents like so much money,
Right.
And building athletic facilities that millions upon millions of dollars, maybe they wouldn't cost that much.
right.
Right?
Sounds like you got a kid going into college.
I have a kid in college. I already have a kid in college, and it's not. I mean, I don't have a grind. No, I mean, we can. She's very smart, so she got a lot off. But
Yeah.
It's out of control. The prices.
oh,
up.
it's ridiculous.
Like you look at SNU, who is a non-for-profit. They're building statues just to spend the money.
Yes, because
Oh, yeah.
just to get
You
rid
know
of
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah, that is true. We have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Matt, Ronnie, I'll take your answer off the air, but was it ITT Tech in New Hampshire that just closed its doors, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago? One of those technical colleges. Was that ITT Tech?
I don't know. Do you guys know?
I don't. NIT, Michael. NIT is still up there, right? Isn't that?
NHCI, yep.
Yep, yeah.
So up there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there was Hesser that closed.
Yeah, Hesser that went into Mount Washington. And then
Yeah, this was a technical college. I don't know if it was a helicopter or just a technical college, but yeah, I was just going to say is if they close their doors and you still owe them money, what happens to the money you owe them?
Oh,
And,
I found something about that. Yeah, they went. There's a lawsuit. Apparently, they did close their doors. They went bankrupt, and now there's some sort of lawsuit against ITT Tech to try to get these loans forgiven. Some sort of class action lawsuit. Yep.
Perfect example.
And Mikey, congratulations on your college, and don't feel bad. It took me 12 years to get a high school education, a high school diploma.
There you go.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
All right, Ron. Thank you for the call.
NHTI is a perfect example of an affordable college
Yep.
where you can go there and you can come out and do all kinds of things.
yeah, and
Yeah. Well,
and I've had 8 great years there so far. Looking forward to many more.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm so
16-year program.
What are you getting, a master's?
no.
he's Van Wilder.
I love it.
I
Go
like being involved in the athletics program. up
Exactly,
there.
No,
man.
that's-
You got
yeah.
a great thing going up there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I do.
Definitely.
Dude, Mike, you're the man.
Laura Scott's one of my friends.
Yeah.
I love Laura.
Well, by the way, too, a lot of people go to schools like that. Go to a 2-year school to get the,
And transfer, right?
and then transfer for the 3rd and
Yep.
4th year. That way it's
Because your
you save
diploma
money.
says Duke at the end of the day.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
But if you can get your requirements out of the way,
2
especially
and
in that
screw,
first
then
year,
go to Duke and bang it out.
2 and screw.
Just don't join the lacrosse team because it's problematic.
Oh,
Duke lacrosse is not a good subject.
oh, right.
Are you drawing pictures of Matt's new sneakers?
No, that's
It's a Mikey Martin.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I do have new sneakers.
I know,
though.
I like 'em.
They're very comfortable.
They look it.
and cheap.
Avi.
Yeah,
You're not
no, yeah.
splurge on Jordans.
No, I don't splurge on anything. What do you have coming up, Rob?
Well,
on
good to be back. Like I
Granite
said,
State of
good to be
Mind?
back.
Yeah.
We have a double shot tonight. We have Dean Harlem, who is a popular singer-songwriter from New Hampshire. In the winter and the falls, he's down in Nashville. He's coming on the show tonight. He's been on the show numerous times. And then I got a guy at 6:30 named Artie Francoeur. I've never met him. So I love it when I have new blood on the show. So
I love that.
I get to look. What's that, Pelly?
I love you not knowing someone on the show.
At all.
It's the best, though.
Yeah.
Because it's transparent. It's just right to the,
Yep, that's it. I mean, yeah, I love when I get somebody that I have never even listened to. I don't know much about the person because then I just get to pick at them for the
Unpredictable.
for 30 minutes. Yeah,
That's great.
So I'm looking forward to it, but I bet it's going to be great, and Dean will be great. So tune in, and then tomorrow night, been doing this thing for a couple of years up in Pembroke called the Pembroke Memorial Field Summer Concert Series, and Jasmine Man is kicking off August for tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, free concert, beautiful setting. Come on down. I'll be there as well.
Outstanding. Excellent. Very, very good. All right.
Thank you.
So stick around for that. Rob Azevedo coming up at 6 p.m. With Granite State of Mind right here at WMNH. I do want to remind people, too, of course, DJ Reckless tomorrow night, Saturday night at the Central Ale House. And tonight, right across the street at from 7 to 9 p.m., of course, at our wonderful sponsor, The Hop Knot, is Mr. Grant Lampton performing live. I will be here because at 7:30 is, of course, Retro Spectrum Radio with Paul E.C., and I'll be here with that. I'll be here for that with Paul and Dan Randlett and DJ Steve. Anything you want to plug there, Gonzo?
Just Rob, man. I want to plug Rob. But other than that, I want to say that.
Wow.
Good. He's not in the room.
We've learned a lot.
This guy doesn't make money on these shows, like basketball tournament, all this stuff. He just does it for us. Like I think it's so freaking cool.
Absolutely.
And, like good for him, man.
Absolutely. Anything you want to plug there, Mikey?
Support your local businesses.
Absolutely. All right. And please support the Hop Knot, our great sponsor. And we got to go. We got to wrap up. We'll play some music in between for the changeover. But Rob's got a lot of setting up to do for Granite State of Mind. Thank you all. Thank you for a great week. And I will, talk to you all on Retro Spectrum Radio. And by the way, for those watching online, you can see Gonzo is holding up the picture that he drew of Mikey, Texas Mike. So very nice. We'll take a picture of that, too, and we'll put it up on the Facebook for those of you who aren't seeing the live feed.
Yes, you will.
Yes. All right. That's going to do it for us for now on this program. Talk at y'all a little bit later. Talk at y'all at 7:30. Bye, everybody.